This is in New Jersey, in a city called Newark, and I'm gonna drive you guys around. And we're going to a city called Madison, in a place called Morristown. I don't know the names of this place, but of course, if you have a map, you have a phone that is charged, you have a way of moving around, you can get to any place that you want. And of course, being nice to people on the road and pedestrians and people biking. Yeah. Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you look outside right now, this is how the place that I am currently looks like. And I want to go outside and show you which place is this actually, and the videos that I want to bring to you. So if you're new here, please subscribe. And of course, if you're coming back, give me the comment. Of course, let me know what do you think about the videos that I'm doing. This is New Jersey. Let's go outside and see what we have there. This is how the doors are locked. Sometimes in New Jersey, in a place that I am right now, they think it's not safe. There are so many locks. That's how it looks like. So this is where I slept, and I'm leaving. I'm gonna lock this door. I hope I remember the keys, but I think this one goes up. Oh man, I don't know that one, but I think this one is for here. So that looks locked. You see, if you see two locks in a place, probably that place is not really safe. So I'm going down the stairs and I'll go outside. The weather looks so good today. It was raining yesterday, and this is outside. Compared to the place that I was the other day, if you can see me guys, there's grass here. Minnesota is kind of still in winter, but there's grass here. It's spring. It's warm, a little bit warm. And I have a car that I got yesterday for hire. Look outside. So the other thing that I'm realizing in Jersey is there's no parking. Most of the parking places are so busy, and they make you do this parallel parking all the time when you come here. So if you look outside, most cars actually parked that way. So these are the apartments, but there's no parking. They only depend on the public parking. The only parking that we saw is on that side, and you have to pay for that one. So these are fancy apartments coming up. This is the car that I got. Apparently I took someone's spot because I'm not from here. But if you realize, most of the cars here, look at this car that I have, is from it doesn't have the license plate in front. It's a Malibu Chevy. That's a New Jersey. This is from North Carolina. And if you see the car in front of me, is from Pennsylvania. That means a lot of people here just come to have fun, and that's why probably there's no spots for parking. So I'm gonna go in the car and continue doing this video. So this is how the car looks like. This is what I got. Let me explain a little bit about it. Let me put my bag here. So this is what I got from the car hire, the rental services. And this is a Chevy Malibu. It looks good to me. It looks cool. It's an American car. Look at that. And you know, for like $35 a day, I had to get these because when you're here, you need to go around, you need to drive, you need to see places. But if you depend on Uber, you might spend a lot of money, because you know, taking Uber from one place to another, like right now I want to drive 30 minutes away, that might be like $30, $40. And if you hire this for 2 days for like $100, I saw that is worth. So I'll be moving around. I'll be doing a couple videos here in New Jersey, and hopefully today, Sunday, I can go to a place called someone is moving around. I can go to a place called the Torch of Liberty. It's in an island here, so I saw that. Those are some of the places that I want to go. But of course, again, if you're new here, subscribe and let's do this video together. I'm gonna take you around to a place called a place called Madison, and see some of the Kenyan friends who are there. So guys, I appreciate so much for watching the videos. So let's drive together and let's do this video together. Oh, this slime of mine is it's breaking, because I usually use these to put some stuff here so that they don't slide. Sometimes things slide when you place them on the dashboard. So right now I'm at a place called Newark, New Jersey, and I'm driving 32 minutes
starting route to Drew University
to a place called Morristown.
Then turn left onto Marshall Street.
So let's go, guys, and I'm gonna be putting this camera here so that you can see some of the streets and of course how crazy
Turn
busy
left onto Marshall Street.
this
then
place
turn left onto
is.
Passaic Avenue.
You see, this is the parking lot I was telling you. You pay for that one because that's like kind of private and it's not easy to find spots there to park. So the one that I parked my car was a free one. So it's not easy to find car parking places. So you see, and they're really good, nice cars here, but I kind of feel like this place is busy. It's congested, compared to Minnesota. I really like the cars. Look at the Teslas. People have really nice cars there. And when I was driving around, I've been driving in Minnesota and Wisconsin, I kind of realized that people are kind of a little bit careless. Not really careless, but they don't care when they drive in here, People will just overlap anyhow, And sometimes I realized that pedestrian here, they're rude, they just walk across the road anywhere. Oh, and I was like a little bit uncomfortable, and I was trying to go with the speed that I'm used to, the one that I see the map says, but people are driving so fast. And someone was mentioning that this is actually better if you go to New York. New York is actually like 30 minutes away from here. It's crazy over there. So this is almost downtown Newark. Those words, New York, Newark, yeah, New Jersey, New York, Newark. These places have similar related names. Yeah, so let's go, guys. I'm gonna take the freeway in a couple of minutes and see you in Madison.
At the next light, turn right.
It's a Sunday morning. The weather looks chilly, kind of a little bit cool. The sun is not outside, and just like every other state, construction is all the time. They have to keep constructing, and when they do construction, that means traffic is gonna be there. Traffic jam is gonna be there. So this is what I have here. Shows that they're doing construction. Someone told me that they keep doing construction all year round.
Turn left.
I don't know what is the name of this bridge, but it looks a little bit old. It has an AC on top. I don't know. Yeah. And there's actually a Swahili village.
Turn left onto McCarter Highway.
There's a Swahili village somewhere here. that I want to bring you guys tonight. I don't remember where it was. The person who was driving showed me a Swahili place where they sell African foods, you know, Kenyan, East African foods. And I've heard the stories about that place. So I'm gonna go there and do a video for you guys tonight. So make sure you watch this video and the next coming video about the Swahili village. Really not a Swahili nation, but a Swahili village that is coming out tonight. So also let me know where you're watching my videos from. Let me know what you think, what you like about the videos that I do. I don't see a lot of motorbikes today here compared to Minnesota.
In 2.9 miles, keep right to merge onto I-78 toward Garden State Parkway.
Minnesota has a lot of motorbikes, and I don't see a lot of motorbikes here. But you know, motorbikes cause a lot of accidents. I know that there's a lot of people who die from motorbikes, and there's a lot of restrictions on how you can drive the motorbikes, the type of license that you need to drive the motorbike. It's kind of restricted, but people don't really care. People keep buying those motorbikes and they speed, you know. And I'm scared of motorbikes here in the US, because in Kenya we really depend on motorbikes. It's like everything. Motorbikes are savers, are saving. They save you, you know. They make you get to a place really quick. They're not used like for fun. Like here, people buy motorbikes just for fun, you know. There's a homeless person there. Unfortunate. I don't know. People really struggle sometimes when it's winter and they're homeless. I hope they can find help. Yeah, so motorbikes, I'm scared of motorbikes in the US, but in Kenya motorbikes are really helpful because they're used for business. People use the border. If you've been to Nairobi, to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, they're used for like transport. It's a means of transport, the same thing as Asia. They're convenient. But here people buy motorbikes for fun, you know, and they race and drive and make loud noises. And some people have accidents. They crash, and yeah, a lot of accidents happen for motorbikes. It's a good thing that there's traffic. Yes, it's almost 9:30. There's traffic, but it keeps moving. You know, people have that discipline. I was in Manila also, and I was going to the airport. I remember missing a flight because the traffic is crazy. You know, there's traffic jam in Nairobi, but there's super traffic jam in Manila. You know, you see your airport is there, but you can't get there. It's like it takes you hours to get to the airport. I hear a story about Manila because I want to go back there sometimes, and they say the jeepneys, you know, those public transport system, the jeepneys, they're from the word jeep. They don't actually stop when they're moving around the city. They do not stop. They keep moving, so you have to jump and catch a jeepney if you want to go to a place. I think this is the place that I was last night. Yeah, looks like the place I was last night. Yeah, this is where the Swahili thing was. This looks like downtown something. Let me go there. The map technically brings me towards there. So this is downtown Newark, and this is how it looks like. It's a church that was built in 1826, the First Baptist John's Church. 1826, bro. That's like decades, centuries ago. Yeah, I had to realize that here in Newark they have
Red light camera ahead.
Red light camera ahead. You know, the map tells me that if you go through a red light, there's no time.
Red light camera ahead.
There's no time for police to look for you. The camera will just capture your license plate, and this is a red light camera ahead. I'm not gonna go past that. The cameras would capture your car's license plate, and then you have ticket being sent to you. So you have to be careful when you're driving here. It's different from Minnesota. We don't have red light cameras, but we have cameras on these lights, so in case of an accident. But also someone who was taking me through the city last night said the police, there's a lot of crime sometimes here downtown somewhere, Newark, and the police are busy handling other stuff that they cannot come looking for you because you went through a red light. So the only thing that they will do is just capture your license plate number, and you expect to get a bill. You expect to get a ticket.
Red light camera ahead.
You hear that? You hear that? And the maps tell you that's a red light camera, so you don't want to go through that. I'm scared. I've never driven here. Trying to be careful. Yeah. This is in New Jersey, in a city called Newark, and I'm gonna drive you guys around, and we're going to a city called Madison, in a place called Morristown. I don't know the names of this place, but of course if you have a map, you have a phone that is charged, you have a way of moving around, you can get to any place that you want. And of course being nice to people on the road and pedestrians and people biking. Yeah. So guys who are in the US, there's a red light camera here. That guy went through a red light. I saw that. I just saw the red light camera here, and someone just went through a red light. Anyways, in Minnesota, you know guys, another thing is there's an easy pass, you know, the express lane, that if you want to get to a place faster, you just use. And then when you use that one, you kind of pay the toll fees. You're just gonna pay the toll fees. So the easy passes here is a lot of them, and you pay I don't know how you pay, but I think this car is paid. So in Minnesota there is like a few freeways that are easy pass, and you pay those fees, but you don't pay them like immediately or after a few. You pay, they capture your license plate and they send you the bill when you renew your license plate. You know, in the US guys, it's weird because you see whatever you see right now, that's called the license plate of the car. That one you renew every year. You have to change the tabs. It's called the tab. When you change the tabs, you renew that and you pay. I don't know if they do the same here because I don't see tabs on these license plates, but in Minnesota they have those tabs that you keep paying every year. So they send you the ticket, the bill for the toll every year. So they add that to it's not a lot of money. But here people are so scared of the easy passes, the toll, because sometimes it's expensive. Like just go once, it's $3 or something. In Minnesota we are not scared of that. And you know, if you're in the US, you just realize every state has their license plate. It's one country, almost some different rules in every state. Yeah, so let's go to Madison.
Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-78 toward Garden State Parkway. Keep right, then keep right. Keep right to merge onto I-78 west toward Clinton.
You see how the weather looks so gloomy? I think it's foggy. Yeah, kind of not really a very bright morning. I don't see the sun shine. It is what it is. Still looks like a good Sunday morning.
In 3.8 miles, take a slight left turn to merge onto I-78 west toward Clinton.
say, someone passes you so fast, they drive crazy, the speed is 55, they drive at 70. That's weird. That's only applicable in New Jersey and New York. I hear you can't even drive, if you've never been crazy driving on these roads, you can't drive in New York. It's crazy over there. People drive like they're going to hell. These guys are not driving according to the speed limit. They're driving over the speed limit. This is New Jersey. I can't even know if I can drive in New York. Look, you don't even catch up with them. Oh my goodness. When I go back to Minnesota, I'll tell people stories.
Take a slight left turn onto Madison Avenue.
I really thank the guy who invented the maps on the phone. I don't know how people were driving before they had the maps on the phones. But how do you even know? How do you even know all these places? How do you even know where you're going? Oh yeah, I should go to Madison, right? So we're almost in Madison, guys. Signal ahead. So this is almost in Madison, actually. Not really far away from here, and this is how this place looks like. I like that it's kind of outside the city. It's not as busy as being in the other side of Newark. This is much cool. It's slow and it's calm, you know. And these are the suburbs, so I kind of like this place compared to being in the busy streets of Newark and downtown Jersey. So this is how this place looks like. You can see the organizing, how the place are organized, the housing, the design. Yeah, looks nice. I have like 7 minutes to go. I'm gonna do this video again if I get to that place. I'm actually in the college, so I'm just gonna find a parking spot. a very bad traffic here
Go
too.
past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
I think it's because it's a Sunday afternoon and most people are driving back home from
At the
vacations.
light, turn right onto Passaic Avenue.
And they're trying to get ready for work tomorrow, but actually it's a beautiful city in Newark, here in New Jersey. And I'm gonna go back somewhere and take a rest and some break. But of course, it's been a beautiful day. I don't really know. I think I can go turn right on this. And I was trying to say that I don't really know why. Sorry about that. I don't really know why most places are called New York, New York, Newark, New Jersey, New Hampshire. Maybe they were old at some time, but of course, trying to get to my place and take a break because right now the streets are super busy. Look at that guy. Streets are super busy. So, and of course, I'm really happy that you're here. If you haven't subscribed, keep on subscribing. And see you. Look at the crazy motorbiking. They're right now on the road and crazy. Yeah, sometimes it's really weird how people ride motorbikes here.
At the next light, turn right.
Coming back, but it's really difficult to find a parking, so I need to keep going around and see if someone is getting out of the parking spot that I saw, so that I can take that one really quick. Because right now it's like a rush hour. You see how many cars are trying to drive here. You gotta be strong, you gotta be rough, otherwise nobody will just let you have a spot. Trying to be smart like them. This is New Jersey. Look at the traffic. It's just so, traffic jam is so tight. It's that time of the day, you know. So I hope I found a spot, but it's been a really beautiful day, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you subscribe and see you again in my next videos that I'm gonna go. The next video that I told you before is that I'm going to a place called the Liberty, the Torch of Liberty. It's just across the bridge. I've never been there. I hope it's gonna be a beautiful scenery. So taking you guys there, and let's see each other in that next video. Bye bye. Excuse me.